friends, this is Pastor Lucas Pin, and this is our snack for the journey. And this week, we are starting a new book, Deuteronomy. It's a tongue twist for me, this book. So it's going to be fun how I'm going to pronounce that name for the whole series. Kind of, come on, give me a break. Can you say it in another way? In Portuguese, it's easy for me, Deuteronomy. It's easy, but in English it's a challenge for me. Deuteronomy, it's it's complicated, but here we are in this very important book, because if I'm not wrong, this is the book that Jesus most used in the New Testament. Jesus came back to Deuteronomy many times using that book, so probably just memorized the whole book because he had the book right here in his mind and he was just quick to use the book. So it's a very important book. It signifies the second law, because this book, it's when Moses, the people is ready to cross the Jordan to enter the promised land, and this is the last sermon or speech that Moses will give to the people. So he will remind them what happened, what God did, and the law and everything, what they're supposed to do in the new land and all that kind. So he will do this kind of process and go through this and then summarize the whole thing, the whole process for them. So it's a very important book, and we know that for 40 years a lot of people died, the whole generation died, and the new generation is ready to go, and Moses needs to prepare them to do the right thing. So let me share with you the verse for today is a very interesting verse, and I already mentioned that before, but we need to have a devotion specific for this verse. It's chapter 1, right at the beginning, chapter 1, verse 2. It says, "It takes 11 days to go from Horeb to Kadesh Barnea by the Mount Seir road." I said, what? What is that? Remember when they were there and they decided to send the spies to check the land, and then they decided to, they were there 11 days from the promised land, or at least the border. What took them, what was supposed to be 11 days journey, became 38 years journey, because a bad decision. And the message here is very clear for all of us, and the application is very clear for all of us. There are some things that happen in our lives, decisions that we make that we're not supposed to make, and that decision will change our lives for many years and put us in the wrong track, and then we're going to look back and say, oh, gee, that is all the way back there. That decision. We need to be very careful with every decision that we make. When we need to involve God, and when God says, take the right or take the left, whatever He will send you, go and do it. If not, you're going to pay the price, because the promised land was so close, was in their reach. They were there. Few days, less than 2 weeks, they were there. And then God said, turn around, go back to the desert. And it was a sad thing. So we need to be very careful how we make our decisions, and involve God in our decisions, and obey God when He helps us in our decisions. Say, go this way, do that, don't do this, don't do that. Because if we take the wrong turn, it will take a long time, sometimes forever. and we're not going to go back to that position again. So it's a very important lesson for each one of us to have God involved in our decision, and for us to trust in the Lord to make that decision. So I hope you're going to be able to do that. This is our snack for today. God bless you.